Hello, everybody. This is Mike Monty, one half of Long Island's number one pro wrestling broadcast, Monty and the Pharaoh. Unfortunately, the Pharaoh's not with me right now, but we want to reach out to all the fans out there and say thank you. What an honor, what a privilege it is that you have assisted us and supported us over the last year as we approach 1 million views on YouTube. We also want to thank Anchor, who supports us on the audio version where we're being heard all across the country. Most recently, number 28 most listened to pro wrestling broadcast. And we want to thank Anchor out there. And for all people who want to do these types of broadcasts and podcasts, by all means, reach out to Anchor, set up your podcast. It's a great way to get your message out to the general public. And again, I want to thank all the fans. You can support us on YouTube, Monty and the Pharaoh page, Facebook Live Monty and the Pharaoh page, Twitch TV Monty and the Pharaoh page, or please go to our website, www.montyandthepharaoh.com, where you can get autographs from all the wrestlers that have been through the who's who of wrestling. You can get pictures, you could get video messages, and don't forget, you could get Tony Atlas's artwork where he'll actually paint something for you. I mean, that's a rare thing. That is a rare thing. Once again, we want to thank everybody for supporting the show. Monty and the Pharaoh, Long Island's number one pro wrestling broadcast every Thursday from 9 to 10 p.m., where you can see the who's who of professional wrestling, future and past. Thanks again, everybody, and we hope to see you soon.
At your best when you relax. I'm in no hurry.
All right, you're on, bro. Go ahead.
Okay. You ready, brother?
I'm ready.
A couple of years back, my wife and I, we live in Auburn, Maine. We went to City Hall. This is Tony Atlas, WWE Hall of Famer, Mr. USA Tony Atlas. My wife and I, Monica, we went to City Hall and we wanted to see if we could get a loan. Years ago, back in the early 90s, when we got behind in our rent or when we got behind in our bill, they had a program where you go to City Hall and they would pay your rent or pay your mortgage or whatever, and you just work for the city. Do work. I went to work sweeping streets and working on the garbage truck and stuff. My wife went to work in the tax office, but it was a good little program. But anyway, a couple of years back, I went there. I went for money and said, we have nothing for you, Tony. But he's a friend of mine. He's from Somalia. I love Somali people, their food and everything. But he said, brother, you come to your government to get some help? I go, yes. He goes, oh, your government, very, 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 very good government. He gave me $20,000. I said, oh, wonderful. He said, well, good luck, my brother. I said, yes. So they called me in. I go in, they said, we got nothing for you. I said, okay, I walk back out. And I thought about that. Then what I found out, when you an American citizen, there's very little bit of help for you. Most of the help is going to other people. You get more help when you're down and out if you're not an American. So I'm saying that because the program that, even though I'm a Republican, I support every freaking penny Joe decides to spend on America. We didn't spend no money on this country. You can't just keep using something and using it and not fix it, like living in the house and never do no maintenance on it. It's like driving a car and never do no maintenance on it. Eventually, that car going to break down, the house going to fall in, eventually the country going to fall. So, yes, Marty, I support what the guy is doing. I mean, it's going to cost us taxpayers a lot of money, yes. But think about it, if the country goes, America is like the Titanic. If the ship sinks, who gives a shit, about your couch, your chair, and your pictures on the wall? You understand what I'm saying, brother?
I understand, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? We gotta have some damn common sense here, not just tried with, he's a Republican, so I'm not going to agree with him. Or he's a Democrat, I'm not going to agree. We did that with Obama. We did that with Trump. We need to cut that crap out. If it's for America, I'm for it. And that's just me. No. Why you like to call me Mr. USA? I'm for what country?
Mr. USA, brother.
I'm for the USA.
Yeah.
So if you want to spend money on America, I'm down with it. Everybody else is getting a paycheck check. Listen to me. Everybody's getting American money. So why not America? You answer that question, Marty. Go ahead. I'm waiting.
What? I agree. What do you want me to tell you? It's like, this country, we got to take care of their own. So, I mean.
We got to take care of ourselves.
Well, I think.
If you want to cut anybody, cut some of these countries that want to blow us up. Okay, that's a good start right there. Yeah, right. If you want to attack America, that's a good reason that you don't get your paychecks.
Yeah, but what about today's youth, dude? What are you thinking about that? Like, don't you think society's just totally changing now? Everybody wants to be taken care of now. They don't want to work. They want to sit at home. You know what I mean?
Brother, what started that is technology. Think about this, Marty. You're walking down the street, right? And when I was young, when you was young, you see kids out playing baseball, running, doing things. When you look at a kid today, what is he doing?
He's sitting on his phone.
That's what did it. We raise them that way, Marty. We can't complain about, the Bible says you weep what you sow. We let our kids sit on the phone. We've been doing it for 20 years. We are now harvesting the fruit of our labor. You can't complain when you planted the seed. We planted that seed, Marty.
Sure. No, you're right. Can't argue
you
that
see it every day. I was on the airplane the other day, and these two young people sitting right beside each other, never saying a word to each other, but no, put that phone down. And the parents are sitting right there, letting them do it.
Where were you, in Florida? What were you doing? You were at that event in Florida for WrestleMania?
Yeah. I went down for WrestleMania. A couple of people booked me for the stuff, and I went by Hulk Hogan Beach Shop, took a picture with Hogan, got to see my good friend after, so many years. Love that guy, man. I love Hogan to death.
How was the turnout of fans down there? Was there a lot of people?
Oh, yeah. Hogan had a good turnout. Everything went good. It was a beautiful weekend.
Good.
I enjoyed it a lot. I worked for Uncle Charlie and Mike Hamilton. There was two people that I was involved with. Good people.
Good. That's good.
But Marty, you understand what I'm saying? So that's the only reason that I like Joe. And there's one more. There's one more reason I like Joe.
Why?
What was the first place Joe went before he went to the White House?
I don't know, man. You tell me. I don't know.
Church.
Okay.
You know them. God said, you know them by the fruit that they bear. You know them by the fruit that they bear. That's how you know God people from the devil's people. The devil people never bear good fruit. And bad news travel quicker than good news.
Oh, yeah.
Why gain the world and lose your where the money come from? But I told that to Rocket before he died, and I told him that the next time we do an event together, I'm gonna give him $300. But unfortunately, he passed away. You know, that same time. So he, you know, the last thing Rocket told me, said, "I love you, brother," and I said, "I love you too, Rock."
That's
so,
great.
Yeah. So I miss him. You know, I wish he was still here. You know, he wasn't a bad guy. He just was raised up in a time where black and Jewish people was not. Remember me and Scott Epstein had such a great relationship. Because you know Scott Epstein was Jewish, right?
Yeah.
You know Superstar Tony Atlas was Jewish, right?
I did not know that. I thought he was Catholic.
No, he was Jewish. Billy Graham was Jewish. But anyway, when we did Legend House, we stayed at Groucho Marx Mansion. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
His son was there. Harper, not Groucho, but Harper.
Harper Marx. Okay.
Yeah, Harper Marx's son was there. And I got to talking to him, because you know Tony Atlas, he likes to talk to people. And I asked him, and I said, what is the history of you know, this house and everything? He said, his father, the Marx brothers, they were very, very popular all over, you know. He said, but most Hollywood stars there, they played golf. So they would go to the golf cart, Harper, Groucho, and Larry. They would go to the golf cart. They were denied entry because they were Jewish. So what they did, they went out in the middle of the desert and they bought some property. And they built their own golf course. That golf course turned into Palm Springs.
Wow.
Look it up, Marty.
Huh. I gotta check that out.
They were not allowed to play golf with other people. And they were big stars. And this is not blacks. These are Jewish people. You understand?
Yeah.
So what we call it, anti-Semitic.
Yep, that's right.
Don't get talked about much, but it's here. And I never thought about that until I went to Palm Springs in 2012.
What do you think about speciesism, Tony?
Who?
Speciesism, people that treat animals poorly.
Be cruel to animals?
Yeah,
That's a work of the devil. You know that.
Yeah.
You don't need to ask me that.
Yeah.
Anytime that any person of good nature do harm to anything, living thing, plant, animal, human, no matter what it is. When you do harm to something, you work with the devil, bro. You evil.
Sure, I agree.
That's the devil just working his way. That's all evil is, brother. You know, God didn't create man to create evil. You know, evil is evil, good is good. There's no in between. You're either good or you're bad. Bad is bad. Good is good. It's a conversation. If you be cruel to animals, you're an evil person.
All right.
Anything you be evil to, Now, Tony Atlas is a little bit different in some way because, you know, I like for women to step on me and kick me in the face and shit, but that, to me...
But that's not evil stuff, dude. That's fine. What's wrong with that? You're not hurting anybody.
Hey, come on. I like a little shoe fun, you know?
Yeah.
And the ladies never complain, so what the hell, right?
That's right. You're not hurting anybody with that.
I treat them with the utmost respect because God said, woman, a God gift to man.
Yeah, you're right.
Woman, a God gift to man. She here is our helper, not as our servant. Two hands are better than one.
Yeah.
So when a man and a woman put their thought, work together simultaneously, they are unbeatable. A man and woman thought simultaneously put together is unbelievable. Because a man think one way, a woman think another. And if they can come to a compromise on one thought, nobody can beat them. Then what happened with Triple H and Stephanie? That's why they're unbeatable. Little McMahon and Vince McMahon. Michelle Obama and
Barack Obama.
Barack. Mm-hmm. The problem with Trump, it was just Trump.
Yeah, good point. That's a good point. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
wow.
His poor wife had no say so. Yeah. She married mono on mono. He ain't listen to no woman about nothing.
Oh,
if you think about it, all the successful president, listen to their wives.
Listen to their wives, man.
Except for who?
Donald Trump. Yeah, Reagan didn't do one thing without his wife.
All the successful president. I listen to Monica. Think about this. Where would Tony Atlas be right now today if he didn't listen to his wife?
Yeah, that's a good point, man. You're right.
See, our wives love us. They love us. The best advice you ever gonna get is from your wife. You freaking idiot. The best advice, this woman is thinking about not just your black ass, she's thinking about her ass too.
That's great. That's great.
She said, if your ass falls, you fucking me up here too, brother. And anybody that do not listen to their wife, I'm going to tell you, and you know this, Bobby, we grown men, right?
Yeah.
Any man that do not listen to his wife is an idiot.
Listen, man, I don't believe that any man doesn't listen to his wife. I would be shocked to hear anything different.
He's an idiot. Come on, Bobby. Especially if you know what type of woman you got. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, yeah.
I don't mean listen to every wife. I mean, if you got a drunky, crackhead wife, I mean, listen to her. But if you got a good, strong woman, brother, listen. You would come out good at the end. My wife was that type of woman before she had her stroke. Good, strong, yeah, man. Yeah, you know, she stood up to me. She sat back. She was always quiet when she around other people. But once I got in the car and we drive back home, she opened up. Well, let me tell you about it. Ooh, well, you know that guy. And boy, and the next time that I dealt with that person, I said, you know, my wife was right about that person.
Right.
Yeah. Because she had my back. See, our wives got our backs. They sat back and that humble and everything, but the whole time, they got your back. Right. If your wife to meet me, you know what your wife gonna do the whole time she with me?
What you gonna do?
Study me.
That's true. That's a good point. Good point,
I
bro.
was her husband.
Yeah.
Okay?
You're a pretty smart guy, man. You're a really smart guy.
Brother, you know, Mama Bear. Mama Bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, to her, you not, when I'm around, you're not her husband. Guess who you become when I'm around?
A child.
Her cousin.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Ball come out. The protection shoot out. The antennas come out of it. Yeah, the radar come out.
You're too funny.
The metal detector. The fritz. I get fritz. You know, they pat you down before you go to the airport. I get patted down. Ain't it funny about it? What you learn? Wait till you get my age. I just turned 77, the 23rd of this month, Monty.
That's incredible, man.
But I'm going to say something about it. When you hit my age, you're going to be sitting talking to some young kid just like I'm doing, and you're going to be telling him all this stuff. That's the good thing about getting old. The wisdom is incredible about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like you go into a new universe. The physical world kind of disappears.
You're right, Tony. You're right.
You go into this mental state, you know. This is why I understand women so much. I understand life so much. I understand everything now. Before I was a lost child. Now it's like the whole world. When you get old, the whole world just open up to you. You understand what life and everything is all about.
Do you think that because you grew up in such a humble lifestyle that when you started making money, you just didn't know how to control it?
Yeah. Marty hit the nail on the head.
It's understandable, Tony. It really is understandable, right? It's like, you know, you don't get to eat cake and then you finally eat cake, right?
Yeah, as long as people pay me enough to pay my bills, I was cool. I didn't have to be rich.
Right.
I don't like to get screwed, but, you know, but you know, I always looking out to the other guy, you know, making sure everybody's come out, you know. I couldn't enjoy my money. Now, let's say I work for you, right, Marty?
Yeah.
And let's say I make $1,000, right?
Yeah.
And you make nothing. I can't enjoy my 1,000.
Really?
Yeah.
That's why you're a good guy, man. You know what? You were raised right. You really, that's why I like you. You're a good human being, man.
Well, I believe in God. How can I enjoy success at your failure?
Yeah.
If you brought me in, you went on an adventure to succeed. You didn't bring me in to fail. You bring me in to win.
Yeah.
And if I go home as a winner, and the person that did the work, that put up the money, that put everything into it, came out losing, how can I enjoy that?
I understand. I gotta be
a heartless, cruel individual to enjoy success at your failure. How can I sleep at night? How can I call myself human?
You're right.
That's why whenever I talk to people, I always try to give them the best possible advice. I don't want nobody losing money on me. I want to make money now, but I don't get wrong. I say, I want to make money now, you know. But not at you. I don't want you to sacrifice anything for me.
Right. No,
I want us to figure out a way where we both make something. Then I'm happy. If I call you the next day, I say, Marty, how you do? You say, hey, Tony, you know, I did pretty good. I didn't make nothing, but I didn't lose nothing. I feel not great, but not bad.
Well, again, Tony, you got to remember, too, it's not always about money, right? It may be...
Marty, stop.
No, wait a minute. Hold on. Listen on this one, right? maybe it's the experience. Maybe it's there's a million. Listen, dude, look, trust me. I like money. Don't get me wrong. I like money a lot.
The Bible said, "Eye for eye, a tooth for a tooth. Thou should not take what thou can't give." In a story.
Right.
In a story, Marty. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. Man should not take what man can't give.
Yeah.
If I can't put money in your pocket, I shouldn't take money out of your pocket.
Right.
End of story.
Right.
If I can't put money in Marty's pocket, then why should I take money out of Marty's pocket? End of story.
True. Understood.
Don't make your foot hop make you stupid. That's why I love you, because you're good-hearted like that. But I'm not going to let Marty scream Marty.
Never happened, babe. It'll never happen. Never happen.
Okay, never. Conversation.
That's it.
Because when you call me, Marty, you always tell me, Tony, I'm going to give you this. So when I get in my car, I'm paid. Marty is not paid. Marty needs to get paid.
Absolutely.
End of story. See?
But then again, look, dude, it's like
right. When you call me, I'm paid.
Think about when we're talking about experience, right? So this sponsor is bringing you down. This guy is so excited to have you down here. Think about the experience. So if he at this event he has his grand opening of his store, say it just does okay. You're also giving him an incredible experience that him and his wife are looking forward to, though. Always remember that too, man. You know what I mean?
Marty, that's the most important part. If you can give happiness to anybody on this planet, you should be blessed that God gave you that ability.
Yes, I agree. I agree 100%.
Well, God gave me that ability to make somebody's life wonderful. That's worth more than money.
That's right.
Money can't buy. My mother said money can't buy love. There's a lot of things money can't buy. Money may buy security and all this other stuff, but we all got a soul that needs to be fed. Everything needs to be fed. The physical part of life needs to be fed. The spiritual part of life needs to be fed. And the mental part of life needs to be fed. Once we lose hope in either one of these things, we are lost as a human race.
You're right.
And that's what I always tell you about it. And you know what, man, I got to give Vince credit about? Who do you think Vince McMahon loved more in the wrestling industry?
Of what? Comparative to what? What is it?
Everything. Just think about the wrestling industry.
If I had to guess, and I could be totally off here, I would say that Vince loves wrestling more than everything.
You would be absolutely wrong.
Okay. What do you got?
The fans. They were made in red.
The fans.
The fans, yeah.
Yeah.
Vince, the worst thing you could do to Vince is not fan or mistreat a fan. He's a strong believer in that. I see Vince rushing to get to his limousine, and one fan will walk up to the autograph. What do you think Vince do?
Stops.
Uh-huh.
Signs an autograph.
And take a picture.
Uh-huh.
I see him doing it a lot of times. And I seen guys that walk by a fan, and I see the look in Vince's eyes like this, want to walk over and punch him in the face.
Yeah, I believe
it. I just want to punch him in the face. And next thing I know, guess what? He'll be calling in a couple of weeks, too. Vince will fire his ass.
Wow.
The worst thing you can do to Vince is ignore a fan. Trust me.
That's why he's successful, man.
Well, who buy the tickets?
The fans. But you do the same thing, though, Tony. You do the same thing. I've seen you around the fans. You treat them all like gold, every one of them.
Who paid my bills?
Yeah, the fan. I get it. But dude.
So, hey, a smart dog do not bite the hand that feeds it.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah. No, you're right.
A smart dog do not bite the hand that feeds it.
Understood.
Yeah, I learned that when I was a kid.
Huh. Hey, how'd you do on that virtual signing with that guy? Did you do okay?
Oh, did very good.
Excellent. That's great. That's awesome.
And what are we doing on the 23rd?
23rd, you're with the sponsor. I'll be there with Faro, Andrew Anderson, Sunny Beach, and I'm going to talk to John Arizzi. He may come down there, and we'll all be at a table, and you'll do meet and greets and sign pictures, and that's it.
What are we going to do the night before?
I thought we'd all just go to dinner and hang out and have a good time.
Well, as a friend,
you want to do a signing?
You gotta make your money. See,
bro, this event's about the sponsor and you, right? The sponsor gave me money for the show, right? They sponsor the show.
Right.
You are a friend of the show. And anytime I can find you business, that's why I write you, right? It's not about me making money, man. It has nothing to do about me making money. I want you to come down here. I want you to make your money. I want you to give the sponsor a great experience. Look, if you want to do a signing, let's do it. I'm all in. Let's do it. We'll do it right from the studio. I'll set it up tomorrow.
Yeah, because you take good care of me, so I like to, I would feel better.
I don't want you. This is what I'm trying to say to you, man. I don't want you to think like that. I honestly, Tony, I would rather take you to dinner, have some drinks, laugh, have a great time. That's what I'd rather do. You want to do a signing? We can do a signing. You know what I mean?
Marty, listen to me. Let's do what Marty wants. You're right about it. You said, Marty, when I tell you this, don't you punch me in the face when you see me, okay?
Okay, go ahead.
Don't hit me.
Go ahead.
You sound like my wife now, Marty.
What's that?
You sound like my wife.
Well, there you go, bro. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So that's what we do. We come in, we just have a good time, and just relax.
That's it, brother. You know what? I can tell you, Tony, this sponsor is so excited about you coming down. He dropped off. That's what I mean. He came to the studio to drop off the picture so we could do.
What did he do? What kind of business he got?
He just opened up an art gallery. And,
he's an art gallery.
Yes, and it's basically he gives a lot of the money he's going to make from it to the firefighters, the police, the military, the U.S., just like you spoke about people in this country. So that painting he made of you, he's doing a raffle. I think it's $10 a person. Whoever wins it, all that money is going to a donation. He's not keeping any of it. Yeah.
You know, Marty, in the Bible it says the law work in mysterious ways. What him and I got in common?
You and the painter, both of you are artists. Great artists, by the way.
But is it weird? Have you sat down and thought about that?
Yeah, I did. I actually did. I did.
God worked in a mysterious way. He's an artist and I'm an artist.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
And we both feel the same way about the first responders.
That's right.
It's like God is guiding all of this.
And that's why I'm trying to tell you it's not always about money. This guy is about this experience. He cannot wait to see you. You know, Tony, I think you know this, you are an icon that people look up to. Always remember that, dude. You're an icon. You're Mr. USA, Tony Atlas, dude. Just always remember that. Always remember that.
Well, I got my
Again, life's not all about money, my friend. It's not always about money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the mortgage people don't look at it that way.
I get it. But you know what? That's why you make friends along the way, like myself, like Pharaoh, like the station. We're always willing to do anything it needs to help, right? And work with you. You've done so much for us too, though, bro. Remember that. I needed you for the big event. Guess who was there? You were there. I need you for the show. You're there. You do everything, dude. You're a great guy. I mean, come on. Let's call it like it is. Call it like it is.
The way I am, Molly, I was baptized when I was 11 years old. I gave my soul to God, and I promised God that I would do no harm towards man. Mm-hmm. But I also told him I ain't gonna let him do nothing to me either.
Well, no, you know what I'm saying about it? Absolutely.
I promised God I would never do any harm towards man, but I also said I ain't gonna let him do nothing to me either.
That's right. Well, what does the Bible say, Tony? It says, "Thou shalt not be a doormat," right? It does say that, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So I try to do everything godly. So if a person, try to help me, then I try my best. Like when you call me and say, Tony, look, I give you this amount of money to come and do this for me. I said, oh, thank you, Marty. So Marty did something for me. Right there in my manager said, Marty did something for me. He put some money in my pocket. So how can I put money in Marty's pocket? So from that day on, all I think about is how can I help Marty? You know, I'm not thinking about Tony anymore.
I've seen you in action. We were just talking about the big event, right? You didn't stop working that whole time, man. You were pushing and pushing and pushing. You got it right, dude. You got it right. That's why people love you. I'm telling you.
Well, them people didn't pay their money to see me go to spend half of my day in the bathroom.
Damn straight. You're right.
Because when you walk away from that table, every minute you gone, you losing money.
Damn straight. You're right.
A person said, Tony, I want you to work okay, I'll put it this way. I used to work for this place called Opportunity Enterprise, mentally ill kids, you know?
Yeah.
And I had to take them places. And you got 8 hours, with this person that is mentally
handicapped.
Yeah. So it's your responsibility to take care of this person. The safety of this person is in my hands. So I had patients. I stopped at a red light, and they figured out how to unlock my door, and they see something across the street that they want at that moment. They would unlock that door and jump out and take off, run like a bat out of hell. Mm-hmm. I had to throw my car and park real quick, jump out of the car and go get them.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
I did that job for maybe about 4 years. And I'm still licensed to do that. I work with people that say they could never walk again.
Right.
After a bad accident as a personal trainer. And I use my knowledge as a trainer and put my heart and soul into it to get this person to walk again. And when I see that person make their first step, it warms you. It's all about money.
Yeah, damn straight.
So a lot of stuff that I was able to do here in Maine as a personal trainer and a direct support with Mrs. Charles Adore. The worst thing that I hate, Marty, and you can record this, every time there's a mass shooting, they blame mentally ill people. I work with mentally ill people. Let me tell you, not one of them will kill you. I never see anybody with Down syndrome. They're more of a danger to themselves than anybody else. You understand, Marty?
I understand, yeah.
I work in that profession. These people that go out and shoot are just pissed off. They're not mentally ill. And every time there's a shooting, they drag mentally ill people into it. And I talk to mothers of mentally ill kids. You never see anybody with Down syndrome ever kill anybody. J.J. Dillon got a child like that. You know what I'm saying? They're sweet, they love it. They're so freaking innocent, it make you want to cry.
Sure. Sure.
They would give you a $100 bill for a soda pop and walk away. That was my job to protect them from what they call civilized people. Okay,
Yeah.
that was my job.
Right.
They didn't need. I wasn't there to protect them from civilization. I was there to protect civilization from them. Which kind of blew my mind to go into that world, you know?
No, absolutely. And how come you left it? Like, why'd you only stay 4 years? Too much pressure?
Oh, no, Marty, was I started doing other stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. I started doing other things. I started getting booked a lot. See, I went into these jobs when my booking slows down. Every time my booking slows down, I look for something to do to make up, you know. Then when my booking pick up, I stopped doing whatever I was doing. But it was great experience. I like doing that. I did construction. I worked for the city. I did work with mentally ill kids. I worked as a personal trainer. I work as a ski low. So to me, it's like one experience after another. I enjoy that.
That's great.
Yeah, it's kind of fun, you know. You have to find something to do. My mother says you have to do what you can until you're able to do what you want. So I've never been shy about what job I got at that moment. That's why I did so many different jobs in the past 30 years. Which was fun. I'm glad I did it. I learned something about everything.
You ever look back and go, I wish I never became a wrestler, and just wanted, you wish you would have did something else?
No, hell no. I'll be stupid. Marty, you just asked me, Tony, are you done? Stop talking to me like that, Marty.
What? You know what? You know, maybe you wanted to be something else. I don't know.
Brother, I was good at wrestling.
You're great at wrestling. You kidding me? Jeez.
No, not just in the entertainment world. I love grabbing a motherfucker and throwing him across half of the earth. I enjoy that body. That turned me on.
You ever like grab a guy and he started crying?
I love Monto on Monto. Man against. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I always did, Marty. That's why I got interested in powerlifting. It was me against the weights.
Yeah.
I remember one time I was at the YMCA in Roanoke, Virginia, and I had 500 pounds on the bench. I took it off. I tried to lift it. It didn't go. The guy pulled it off of me, set it up. I went in the corner. I just sat there. I went back. I tried it again. It didn't go. I went back in the corner. I sat. I stayed there all freaking day, brother. I just couldn't. It was just something. I just couldn't, you know, I couldn't let it be there.
Yeah. Wow. Huh.
It was, I don't know what the hell it was. It just kept fucking with me. That's 500 pounds. I said, boy, I get mad even now talking about it. Why I can't whoop your ass?
Right.
What the fuck about you that I can't win? One day, I went in there, and I did it one time. Oh, I got you now. I went for another rep, and I did it. Then I knew who was the master. That is Tony Atlas.
Oh yeah.
I just can't. I tried. With Vince, you tell me to go in and tell me the rules or something that I knew. I could beat up in suckers. It messed with me. It messed with Bruno. There was just something about wrestling that we wanted, even though it was always Sage who going to win because of popularity. Deep down inside was something about us old wrestlers that we wanted the public to know that we're not fake.
Yeah.
Tony Atlas was not fake. And it pissed me off that people look at me as being fake. I'm not fake. I've been stretched 650. I won the United States boundary. I'm not fake. I'm not a fake person. The Iron Sheik was not fake. We was what we said we were. But we was in a fake business. I know that. Even the real became fake, and the fake became real.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, we was in a business where the real became fake and the fake became real. What a fucked up business that was, huh?
You know, I was thinking about, one thing you don't realize, you guys are traveling around for like 300 days out of a year, right? How'd you wash your clothes?
I was what?
How'd you wash your clothes? Like, what'd you guys do?
The women's.
Really?
Yeah, the women took care of us, bro.
All right. Yeah. So you had women from town to town then, right? So they.
Yeah.
Okay.
The women took care of us, man. Yeah. Why do you think we love women so much?
To wash your clothes.
They washed my clothes, they kicked me in the face, they stepped on my face, and that was it.
All right, it's too late to make me laugh like this. Stop. You're too funny, man.
But I never had sex with her. You know why?
Why?
I always either had a wife or a girlfriend. I always like having sex with this one woman, not a bunch of them.
I got you.
Because my shoe fans, I can have fun with women in other ways than sexually.
Sure.
And they have fun too. I gave them money. I took them out to dinner. I bought them clothes.
Sure.
And we had fun together, you know. And I show them the utmost respect. And even right that day, some of them, you know, I got a girl now that once in a while come by and kick me in the face.
Just comes by to kick you?
Huh?
She just comes by to kick you?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, she likes it. What the hell, right, brother?
Bro, life's short, man. And there's nothing wrong with it.
Marty, there is two things. Everything come in threes, right?
Okay.
There is three things in life that you will get one time. One time. Three things. Your mother, your father, and you. Your mother, one mom. You ain't gonna get no more.
Right.
Once she gone, you can't replace your mom.
You still think about your mother?
when your father is gone, you get no more.
Right.
When you gone, you get no more.
Yeah.
My mother told us kids, enjoy today, for tomorrow is promised to no one.
Mm.
So whatever you going to do, never put off for tomorrow what you could do today. For tomorrow is promised to no one.
Right.
Never put off for today. Put off what you could do today for tomorrow. Because tomorrow is not promised to you.
Yeah.
If you can do it today, do it. I tell my wife every day I love her. I tell my daughter every day I love her. I can't say, well, I'll tell her tomorrow. Who said I'm going to be here?
Yeah, no, you're right.
Who said that I'm going to talk to you tomorrow?
I understand. You still miss your mom? Like, do you think about your mom?
Every day. In a good way.
Yeah.
Because she give me strength. But you know who I think about the most?
Who?
My wife, Monica.
Of course. That's understandable.
Yeah. So, Monty, I hope you learned something from old Grandpa tonight.
I always learn stuff from you, man. I always learn stuff from you. I'm looking forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks, man. We're going to have a good time.
Okay. Monty, thank you so much.
God bless you, man. I'll talk to you soon.
Same to you, my brother.
All right, brother. Bye.
All right. Good night.
Good night.